Here's our newest Octosuite review. It's November 27th. This is Kim with Lead Generation Source, and I just want to show you some of the features of Octosuite. Now, for those who haven't seen our other videos, we've gone back and forth over the last year or so, updating people on changes and what works and what doesn't work. Effective right now, November 27, 2018, it looks like everything's working again, which is just wonderful because this tool is just a valuable tool. So let's first talk about, I'm not going to go too much into strategy, but I will talk about it a little bit in here. Again, for those who don't know me, my name's Kim Christian, and I have Lead Generation Source with my sister Chrissy, and Joanne's with us in our weekly webinars. Octosuite it's a tool to help you build your Facebook page. And because of that, well, there are two methods. It's for your Facebook page, and it's also to reach groups. And so it helps you automate a lot. And just so you know, I do have the upgrade for the syndication accounts, but we're not going to talk about the upgrades. We're just going to talk about the basic level here. So the first tool that we have is Discover Content. Now, again, this used to be different. So if you've looked at any of our other videos, some of these Facebook Page Finder and Facebook Discover were not working this year. So now they're all working again. So now you can say, I have a topic. Let's say I actually do have a topic. Let's go with the baking niche. So I'm going to go Facebook Page Finder. It's actually cake decorating. So let's do cake decorating. But you gotta spell it right. And we'll do cake decorating. Boom, boom, boom. And of course, the first one that pops up was Wilton Cake Decorating. It's okay. They don't do a whole lot of. They're doing a lot of seasonal promotional stuff right now, so they're actually have some good content out. But during the year, it's hit and miss. So, but you can see, look at this, 22,541 talking about this, 387 talking about this. So they've obviously got something that's pretty good on here. So you can do two things here. You can visit the page, or you can click Discover Content. So then you click Discover Content, and you can see we've gone into the next section, the Facebook Discover section, and it's already put the Facebook page in here for you, and then automated that, right? So now it's going to pull up, and the order that it pulls up is going to be basically the most viral content. So this one's 3,949 likes 16 days ago. Now you'll notice that it's going to be bringing up the most recent content, 22, 24 days. I don't know how far this goes back, because this is different from what it used to be when it used to discover content. But it looks like it's probably just X amount of posts, or it's going to do more recent stuff. So even if there's stuff with a ton of likes that's like 2 years old, it's not pulling that, which is very, very helpful. Because when you do a regular Facebook search, if you don't narrow that down, you can be pulling up old content. So this one's 16 days ago, and it says, watch this lovely llama cake come to life, right? So we're going to go ahead and view this. And almost everything from Walton is going to be promoting something. So you just have to know that when you're going into this. You can play it. You can go faster. I skip through here. Oops, I hit play. There we go. That's what I was looking for, the llama, right? So this is pretty good. So instead of sharing from here like I normally would, I can share from here. And so they do have a bulk schedule option, which I don't tend to do because I just prefer to go through and look at them. Like I've already shared this one, so I'm going to go ahead and say share. And then this you can change out. So this is the post that's already attached to that. And I'm going to take that out and say, something like llama. Let me see if there's an emoji for it. I don't know if there's a llama emoji. So I go to Emojipedia. See if there is a llama. It looks like there is one, but it's not working. So I'll just go to faces, and that's actually that's what I'm going to do. And then I can schedule this. So this is really nice. Obviously you can do all this manually as well, but the bulk schedule and finding the viral content is really the key with this. So I'm going to schedule it out for, I did want to say one tomorrow already, so I'm going to schedule it for the 28th around, not 1:30 in the morning. I work then, but I don't post stuff then, not all the time. Let's go with 9:45. So the 28th, 9:45, so I'm going to schedule that. Whoops, forgot to select page. Bakers and cake makers. Now you can also have multiple pages selected if you wanted to. Like if I wanted to put this on Crafts at X2, right? I could, and I could say schedule. And of course it'll be scheduled for the same time on both pages. I don't think that's a big deal, but just something to keep in mind. And then you can go through and find more, or you can go back to the Discover. Now let's say that you have some pages. Let's say you already have a page, maybe your own pages that you want to find some content and recycle it, or you're like, okay, I want to find something from a specific page. Viral, I can't remember the name of it. Upthread? I can't remember, that's what it is. Viral thread. So this one has some pretty good viral content, right? So let's say you want to look at some of their most viral content. You just copy, you can either copy this part right here or copy the whole thing. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to type that, I pasted that back in there, I'm going to hit Discover. So this is how you use just the Facebook Discover alone. So looks like there's teddy bear, 4 going on 40. Oh, what's this one? Oh, it looks like it's not cake though. I thought it might have been cake. So my point is, like, this particular site would not necessarily come up with baking stuff. I mean, sometimes they have baking stuff, but it's not very often. And so if I'm like, okay, hey, I want to check this every now and again for whatever my niche is and see if they have anything that's viral that I can share, I could do that specifically. They wouldn't necessarily come up in the pages that are designated for that. But you could do it for just about any niche. Go back to the page finder, and we could do Beagle. So like this one's I love my beagles, so you can say discover content. And then this one's 11 days, 1,849, so let's say view. Press play. And this is actually shared, they actually shared this from Unilad. Oh, there's a second one. Oh, and a third one. Beagles are so cute. So it looks like it's just repeating it now. Those are cute beagles. Okay, so this is kind of fun, and I actually have a beagle page. So I'm going to come back here. I'm going to say share. And I'm actually not going to schedule it. I'm just going to post it. Oh, I need to select my page first, of course. Beagle World, and we'll say post. And I'll say okay. So now, of course, we teach a viral content method here that we recommend you consider expanding more than just sharing content. So I'll tell you, my baker site, we built several thousand likes on it there towards the end. I say end, the last part of the 10,000. Getting to 10,000 was like dying, though. It's like something Facebook really didn't want us to get to that 10,000 mark from about 9,500. But I shared content 100% on the last several thousand of them. All I did was share content, and not even regularly. So it's just, the whole point is to go in, you need to invite the people to like your page and everything, otherwise your page will never grow. But then if you want to take this viral content and help it go more viral, or to help it go viral on your page so it reaches more people organically, you should go in and be replying to comments, inviting people to liking the comments, and taking those steps. And we teach a whole, it's not like huge or anything, we have a strategy that we teach to do that we've used on our pages to help build them. And it doesn't work on every single post, but some of them can take off if you get the right kind of post. So that's just something to keep in mind. When you purchase Octosuite through our link, you do get access to that training that we teach. All right, let's see. So we've got discover content. Then of course you can just post and schedule content. So if you have something you want to post, you can post to fan pages. You can post into groups, but here's something that you need to consider. So when you post into groups, you can't post like images or video, and that's not Octosuite. That is actually a Facebook thing. So, and you can't schedule into groups either. But you can obviously schedule into your own pages and post into your pages. So that's really what I think the post is most useful for. Otherwise, I would share something into groups. So post it onto one of your pages. Like I have a Kim Christian page that is got my face on it, this exact face. In fact, it gets confusing for people because my personal profile and my business profile look very similar. And I will post something on that page instead, on the Kim Christian business page, and then I'll share it in a group so they know it's still coming from me. I'll say, I'm sharing this to the group and here's why, and then go from there. So post and schedule. So what I like to do is when I have discovered content that I like here. So let's go to, see if I can find one here. I think that's it. We'll find out. If not, I'm going to use somebody else's. Okay, so let's say that I wanted to, I was sharing this one recently. So let's say I want to share this one into groups. I could say share, and then I can click groups. And of course I would change this to be whatever I want it to say, right? So I'd say, hey, this is a guide that I made with my sister to help people get started e-commerce for free. All right, sorry, I guess I could have said that loud, huh? Rather than whispering it. So then I could select the groups that I want to, and of course I have a whole list of which ones. I'm not going to pull them up right now. So I have a lot of them that I'm in that are different, that are like promote my business. They're not, make money from home. They're things like that are a little bit more spammy, but that's where a lot of people are at looking for this kind of stuff. So that's where it makes it really good. If you have like niches, you should consider getting involved in those, but don't just go and spam all the groups. You want to do something like this and maybe put it into a couple of them. So and of course I go through a whole thing on that as well in our Octosuite bonus course. So then I would select a group. Let's just go with, I have one that I'm not using so I can show you guys what it looks like. Is it C? Yeah, create a web page. So I'm not going to have any delay on this, but you can have a delay. I usually do 15 minutes if I'm going to do a lot of them, because that gives it plenty of time that it shouldn't do anything. I will say I tried the other day to post to like 20 groups, and it was I think it was like 24 is what I selected. It got stuck somewhere around 13. I went to bed, so I don't know what happened, but when I came back, it was still there and it wasn't moving anymore. That may have been Facebook, that may have been my computer going to sleep, that could have been 100 different things, but just something to keep in mind that you may want to just do like 10 at a time, spread it out. If you have 100 that you need to do, that you want to reach out to, make sure you mix it up. Like even if you want to share the exact same post, change what this is. So share it into 5 groups or 10 groups one day, and then go into the next day and change it up and share it into the next 10. And I always recommend to keep it like an Excel sheet or something, Google Drive doc. That'll help you keep track of that. So then you can post it, and then see it actually opens it and posts it just like it's you doing it. And then you can check it. Well, once it does the first one, I won't show you that until you've done it. So I went ahead and shared this, and there it is, right? So it has the link to the actual page. But then if they see more, they can actually get the link there as well. And we've had some signups from that because of it. Some people who've gotten that page. So that's the, sorry, it's 1:30 in the morning, so I'm kind of stuttering. So that's the part with groups, is you do need to share into it. It does take some time to let it run and everything, but that's okay if you just let it run in the background and do some other stuff. So post and schedule, of course, syndication accounts, that's an upgrade if you have syndication, if you want to do the syndication accounts. Twitter, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. I've had problems with Pinterest, not because of Octosuite, but because of Pinterest. Pinterest has made major changes this year. I don't use LinkedIn, so I just added a bunch of Twitter accounts here, but I have more. I mean, I think you can get up to 5. Yeah, so 3 out of 5 is what I have, so I'm using 3. I think one of these got banned or something, got shut down for inactivity or something like that, so I'll have to, oh, see, my LinkedIn is attached, but I don't use it. So let's see, what else is really good on here? I'll post and schedule. Oh yeah, so discover content. So besides the Facebook page finder and the Facebook Discover, which of course we absolutely adore, you can look at Twitter trends. And then they have, this is worldwide trends, and then you can search the tweets. You can do YouTube trends, which, YouTube trends is you can go on YouTube and find that. So that's not like that's a huge thing, but what's difficult on YouTube is that you're logging in. If you have multiple channels like I do, you have to be on the right channel to make sure that you're not messing up everything that it's being seen and whatever. And then you need to share the content to the right page, and it can get kind of frustrating. This is kind of like an all-in-one place for that. So YouTube search though is wonderful. It's not much different than a regular YouTube search, but like I said, it's in one place. You can do this, you can schedule it, which it's more time consuming when you do it the other way. So this is supposed to help speed up the process, and you can of course share it to multiple pages. That's the one big benefit. So if you're trying to build a niche, let's say you have a really January is coming up. Let's say you're doing health and wellness of some sort, and you want to build that, and you're like, okay, well, obviously you want to share your viral content to both those pages. And yes, you may have some crossover or whatever, but keep in mind that our non-paid posts only reach a percentage, right? So you have to do a lot of posting to get in front of people. So repeating it in front of different ones is probably not going to hurt you, and getting in front of other people is okay. So then of course they have the join groups, which I don't join groups through here, but that is something that's in here and people have used. They have like I think a bulk join, and it has like a little Google Chrome extension or something that goes with that. So I don't have the image editor or the link cloaker. You can look at those as upgrades if you're interested on them. But yeah, those are all help you. There is, I should say something here, that if you get in here, you'll get some sort of, where are the bonuses? Where is it? So bonuses. If you go into bonuses, which I think you guys all have this, there's a Facebook invite tool. I have had a lot of comments from people where the Facebook invite tool, at least, as a couple months ago, at least I haven't heard anybody recently, but it wasn't working right and it was getting them banned. So I don't know, that could have been just Facebook testing, all that kind of stuff. I don't know all the details of it, but we actually recommend a different tool. So while this is free, we recommend a different tool. It's a really low price on it, but it will do a lot more than what that one does, and it has the invite part in it, and we recommend that we haven't had any problems with that, as long as you stay within the recommended numbers, which is in the tool and is in our training as well. So that all comes in our bonus training when you purchase through our link right now. And in the meantime, if you haven't joined Lead Generation Source, please head on over to fb.com/groups/lead generation source, or just search for Lead Generation Source in the groups, and you will find us, and we'd be happy to have you come on board and learn about more marketing methods. We have a big focus on e-commerce, but many of the strategies extend to lots of lead generation techniques, whether it's for e-commerce or you're promoting something else. So I look forward to your comments and look forward to seeing you in the group. Thanks.